Good morning, student. Today I today I join you class 8 to discuss about metals and non-metals. Today we have to understand matter like metals and non-metals on the basis of physical properties. So we have to know some important terms which is used in this chapter. Later, the spelling of metal is METALS and D. M for malleability, E for electricity conduction, T for tensile strength, A for alloy formation, L for lustrous property, S for sonorous property, T for ductility. Define above all terms. Define above all terms. M for malleability. M for malleability. It is the property of metals by which they can be beaten into the sheets is called malleability. E for electricity. Matter or metals which allow to flow of electric charge per second in one direction is called electricity. Silver allow electricity, so silver is the best conductor of electricity. T for tensile strength. It can resist a lot of tension before it breaks. That is known as tensile strength. A for alloy formation. It is made up of two or more chemical elements of which at least one is metal. It has different property from the metals and it is homogeneous mixture. It is homogeneous mixture. L for lustrous property. Luster is a property that describes how light is reflected on the surface of the mineral or metals. S for sonorous property. It is the physical property of metals. When a metal is struck, it produces ringing sound. D for ductility. It is the physical property of metal by which it can be drawn into wire is called ductility. Now, definition of metal. Some materials are malleable, good conductor of electricity and heat, show tensile strength, formation of alloy, ductile, sonorous, and show lustrous properties called metals. Examples: Ag, Cu, Au. Ag, Cu, Au. Non-metals. Some materials are brittle, bad conductor of heat and electricity, soft to touch, dull in nature, and not show sonorous property called non-metals. Carbon. Examples: carbon, oxygen, sulfur, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Now, difference between metal and non-metals on the basis of physical property. Write down in the left side malleability, electricity, tensile strength, alloy, luster, sonorous, ductile. Write here metals and write here non-metals. Now in the metals, malleability, it shows malleability. Non-metals does not show, it is brittle in nature. Electricity, good conductor of electricity, it is a bad conductor of electricity. Tensile strength, it's generally hard, it's generally soft. Alloy, it forms alloy of metals, but it does not form alloy in non-metals. Lustrous, so lustrous, it is dull in nature in non-metals, but graphite and diamond. Iodine, show lustrous property, it is exception. Sonorous properties, produce ringing sound, metal produce ringing sound. Metal, non-metal does not produce ringing sound. Ductile, it is ductile, we can drawn a wire, it is not ductile, it is brittle in nature. Now chemical property is important. Chemical properties: oxides, hydroxides with water, and metal displacement. Metal displace hydrogen from dilute acid reactions. There are three important reactions: oxides reaction, hydroxides with water reaction, metal displacement reaction. It means metal forms basic oxide. Hydroxide, metal hydroxide reacts with water. Metal oxides and hydroxide reacts with water easily. It does not react with water, non-metals. And oxides of non-metal are acidic in nature and some are neutral in nature. Metals displace the hydrogen from dilute acid and non-metal does not react with acid. The melting point and boiling point generally metals is high than non-metals. Chemical properties of metals. Reaction with oxygen. Oxygen reacts with metal to produce oxides like 2Mg plus O2, it forms 2MgO. Magnesium, oxygen produce magnesium oxide. It is basic oxides. Magnesium burn in air, oxygen to produce basic oxide. It means all metal oxides are basic in nature. All metals oxides are basic in nature. Basic in nature. It is important. Oxygen reacts with sodium and potassium at room temperature, catch fire while reacting. Sodium reacts with oxygen, forms sodium oxide. Potassium reacts with oxygen, forms potassium oxides. These both oxides are basic in nature. Copper reacts with oxygen at very high temperature and do not burn while reacting. It is form a black copper oxide when reacts with copper with oxygen. It is basic in nature. Reaction with water or cold water. Sodium potassium reacts with cold water vigorously and giving off a lot of heat and release hydrogen gas. Like sodium reacts with water, it forms sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Potassium reacts with water and potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas and give enormous heat. Next, reaction with hot water. Magnesium does not react with cold water. Magnesium reacts with hot water. Magnesium or a steam. Magnesium plus water. Water means hot water or a steam. It forms magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. Reaction with a steam. Aluminium, zinc, iron reacts with a steam. It means two aluminium plus water, it forms aluminium oxide and hydrogen gas. Sometimes aluminium oxide deposited on the surface of the aluminium and prevent further reaction from taking place. Just like zinc reacts with a steam, just like aluminium. Zinc reacts with H2O, it forms zinc oxide and hydrogen. It is also deposited on the surface of the zinc. Sometimes iron reacts with a steam when heated strongly. It means when iron reacts with a steam, it forms magnetic oxide and ferropheric oxide or ferropheric oxide or magnetic oxide. It is the formula of magnet and produce hydrogen, release hydrogen gas. Next, metal reacts with dilute acid. It means metal reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid to form the compound, the corresponding salt and liberate hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas, we can take a test of hydrogen gas. When lighted matchsticks is brought near the burning gas, it produces pop sound, pop pop sound produced. So it is test of hydrogen gas. Now reaction. Sodium plus dilute HCl, it forms sodium chloride hydrogen. Ferrous plus dilute HCl, ferrous chloride hydrogen gas. Aluminium plus dilute HCl, aluminium chloride hydrogen. Magnesium plus dilute sulfuric acid produce magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen. Metals reacts with base. It is very important for you. 8 and 10 also, 12 also, 11 also. Metals like aluminium, zinc reacts with a strong base like sodium hydroxide, give hydrogen gas. Aluminium reacts with aqueous sodium hydroxide, produce double metal salt and hydrogen gas. 2Al plus 2NOH plus H2O. It is aqueous, and forms sodium aluminate and hydrogen gas. Same, zinc reacts with sodium hydroxide, aqueous sodium hydroxide, to produce sodium zincate and hydrogen gas at 550 degrees Celsius, like zinc plus NOH, Na2ZNO2 plus H2. Sodium zincate, hydrogen gas, sodium hydroxide, aqueous, sodium hydroxide, zinc. Thank you.